here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Here we go, back.
Stanley. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there right off the bat. 64 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
And now an audible here into something else. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Brought down that time by Nolan Smith. Now a 2nd and 10. Stanley looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Oh, this is blocked. The Eagles have got it. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Once again, it's Swift. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. 3rd down and 6. Here's Hurts to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fielded at the 33. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. now Stanley. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Stanley. He's got right on the short throw. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Inside the 20. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Pollard one more time. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with career touchdown number 156. That ties him with Terrell Owens for 5th all-time. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Now hang on here because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun again to Pollard.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Let's go.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Go red.
Here's Stanley to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun.
He's not going to get there. Going to be close. He was blown up in the backfield. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Looking to throw. Stanley. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Micah Parsons.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hurts.
Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Go Silver, ready? Put some points on the scoreboard.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
And now they'll shift things around. Second down, Pollard again.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with career touchdown number 157, moving him past Terrell Owens and into a tie with Randy Moss for 4th on the all-time list. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Looking here for Smith downfield.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Hey, go steal. Hut, hut.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be out right at the 35.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Stanley. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Now, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. Here's 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Operating from the gun, Stanley. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
27, Eagles nothing.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Silver.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cox. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now down to 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Stanley. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down, Stanley
looking downfield for Pollard.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Get ready! Here they come. You know what it is. Take it to the house. On the board, fellas.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down now, it's Cox. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throw left side complete. That's Cox. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. It's Cox. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, Oftentimes, interceptions result.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Back at the 16-yard line.
Real green. Play some D out there. Go Pete. Watch it. Stick.
Back to throw. Stanley. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, green.
Looking to throw. Stanley. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get nothing out of that one. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Yes, let's get it.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 7. Lamb will go in motion. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Okay, right?
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Stanley. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Gave up 6 points going the other way.
Extra point right down the middle, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And now here's another interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of 1.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run with Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 2nd down, it's Cox. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Easy, 63, back. Man.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter, and this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. 2nd down, Pollard again. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Dallas, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.